So I had beat Ghost of Tsushima not that long ago, and it's a good game. I had enjoyed it. I would probably give it an 8 out of 10. What I liked about it, I liked the combat. I liked the open world, even though at the time I kind of wasn't trying to play a open world game. Cause like I do like open world games, but sometimes I don't want a game. Sometimes like I want a game that gets straight to the point. I don't want to have to do all this exploring all the time. Because I think before that I had just got done beating a open world game. Or what game did I play before that? I'm trying to remember what game I played. Well, it wasn't open world, but it was. I think I played Uncharted 4, which that was a good game too. But I just wanted a game that wasn't so story driven, because sometimes I want to play a game that's just to the point. A game like Vanquish, which I feel like they could have expanded the story a little bit better with that game, but that game is very underrated. It's a game called Vanquish. It's very action packed, very fast paced. It's good, but even though I wasn't trying to play a open world game, the game is actually pretty good. I really enjoyed the game. Um, like the exploration is good. I like the characters; they're cool. Uh, the characters are cool. Yeah, they're cool. I ain't gonna say that I ain't gonna say that I really, 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 really like them, but they're cool. Um, it's really good, man. The combat, the different stances, the different weapons, stuff like that. Pretty much, Japan is being invaded by the Mongols, and you got the samurai are losing the war, and Jin Sakai is one of is one of Japan's last hope, but they're like on an island. They wasn't a part of the mainland, but the island's getting fucked up, and Jin Sakai has to stop these Mongols and shit. So you just go through all these different adventures trying to stop the Mongols, and it's dope, man. The game's really good. The combat, the exploration, stuff like that. The flaws of the game is like a lot of the side quests get very, very, very repetitive. It's always follow these tracks or take out this Mongol base. It just gets very repetitive after, like, and this game has so many goddamn bases and so many goddamn side quests. It just, a lot of the side quests just get so damn boring. So but the thing about the side quests, if you want to level up, you're gonna have to do some side quests to level up. Because if you just tackle the main quest, you can level up, but you're not gonna level up as quicker if you just do the side quests. So the side quest is for if you just want to level up and stuff like that. But yeah, very good game, man. Yeah, the side quests are very repetitive. What else? That's really it. Really, just really the only bad thing is it's a side quest. Honestly, it's just very boring after a while. But yeah, the game was good, man. But there's a part I wanted to mention. Lord Shimura, dude. Lord Shimura. This is a spoiler right here, by the way, if y'all haven't played it. Lord Shimura, his uncle, is stupid. And YouTube, this is a fictional character. Just want to preference that. It's a fictional character. But Lord is a video game character, because they're going to say, oh, he calling someone stupid. Lord Shimura is stupid, man. So when you play the game, Gene, was it Yuta or was it another? Was it Mazako or I think it was I think Mazako. I think. See, samurais in this game, they're taught to fight with honor. They're taught to fight with dignity and honor, which means you challenge a foe head on, and like you challenge a foe head on. But Gene Sakai, that's what he was doing. But then I think Mazako or the other woman was like, hey, you may have to fight these people in unconventional means, because you're very outnumbered. You can't just fight everybody head on like that. you know. And what I mean fighting head on is like, let's say I walk up to you and I say, hey, I want to fight you. Put your dukes up, and then we fight. But she's telling him like, hey, you can't do that anymore. You have to fight in an unconventional way. So for a little bit of the game, he's battling himself. So he's battling what he was taught, but eventually he leans more into fighting in unconventional ways, like assassinating, and he's doing stealth and taking people out using stealth and stuff like that. And he's using like bombs and poison and all this other stuff to take out these enemies, which that's what he had to do because he's outnumbered, you know. Yeah, you're taught honor. Yeah, you was taught there to fight with honor, but when you're outnumbered like that, you have to fight in unconventional means. Like, let's say me personally, like let's say if I had to fight a dude one-on-one, okay, I'll fight with honor or dignity. But if I'm fighting 10 dudes, man, if I have a gun, pow pow. You know, I ain't fighting no 10 dudes with honor, or I'm finna try to fight all these guys all day. Man, that's impossible. So, Gene's uncle learns of his unconventional methods, and he tells Gene, hey, you gotta stop doing this. But Gene is trying to tell him like, hey, the same thing that the other girl told him, hey, you know, we can't fight with he said, hey, uncle, the main priority is saving our people. You know, fighting with all this honor and stuff like that, you know, we can't do that in this situation. This is not like no, like, and you know, like, this is not no damn tournament. This is not no duel. This is for the survival of our island and keeping our people out of slavery. And a lot of people in this game are starving and they're suffering. He said the main thing that we have to focus on is saving our people. Uncle's like, no, fuck that. You know, you shouldn't do that. But Gene keeps doing it, and Uncle, and I think, like the uncle. Okay, so Gene Gene, I think his housekeeper or his nanny or something like that, he tells the nanny, hey, can you make this poison that I could use for the enemies? And this is where you get poison in the game. She makes it for him. And he's using it on the people, but there's a part of the game he gets captured, and then the Mongols study his poison, and they're starting to replicate the poison that he created, and they're going to use that poison to go to the mainland to conquer the mainland of Japan. Because Gene got captured and they studied his poison, and they're going to use it for the mainland. So Gene has to stop them before he gets there. But I believe at a certain point of time, Gene, he gets ostracized. Well, first he gets captured by his own fucking people because they're mad at him for using the unconventional ways to kill his enemies instead of the traditional fashion of what samurais use. So in the meantime, I think they go to the mainland for some reason, and then the emperor tells the people, his uncle, to kill Gene. So his uncle complies and says, oh yeah, you know, I have to kill you because you have defiled our honor. And he literally challenges Gene to a duel. And you as the character, you can decide whether you want to spare him or kill him. And I just thought it was so damn stupid that his uncle wanted to take him out because of doing what you had to do. If Gene did not do the unconventional ways that he was doing, they would have lost. The whole island would have been captured, and even the mainland would have been captured because the Mongols was fucking up everybody. So the uncle in this game is stupid, and I chose to spare him. Even after you spare him, Uncle's like, I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to capture you and take your life. I'm like, what the fuck? This dude, man, he cares more about honor than his own fucking nephew, which he said that he thought was like a son. So Lord Shimura is stupid as hell, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm out. But it was a good game. Give the game 8 out of 10. And then they have a co-op mode called Legend Mode, pretty good co-op mode. Uh, 2 to 4 players, but the 4 player missions are extremely fucking difficult. And if a in order to beat the 4 player missions, you have to have 4 people. But if one person drops out, you can't fucking beat the mission. But you would think when someone drops out, they can have it to where they'll just have someone else come in to replace them, but they don't. So if one person drops out, you fail the whole mission. So I gotta say I'm out.